So a lot happened on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. Lots of players with amazing stats. Welcome to the All-In Fantasy Basketball podcast. We have Max, Randy, and myself, Dan. And we're going to be giving you lots of stats today, lots to talk about with the trade deadline coming up, and a lot of rumors, and a fun little mini game in our second half of the podcast as well too. So let's just start things off. We're going to go through the MLK Day stats just quickly, all the impressive numbers that we have, and if those players also had another good game throughout the week, we'll also mention that as well too. So first off, Randy, you want to go?
All right. MLK Day, one of the biggest stat lines. Kemba Walker, 52 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 threes. And then he followed that up with a 40-point game, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. That's 2 near triple doubles. Dude is on fire right now. Team is a little banged up, and he's averaging 25 shots. Crazy high usage. And it looks like it's probably going to be this way, even with Batum coming back. We have no idea where Al Jefferson's going to be in the grand scheme of things. In the near future, Kemba Walker's going to get every shot he wants.
He's definitely the man of the team right now. Yeah, it's really impressive. He's averaging 25 shots a game. That's crazy. Like, I don't know who else is on his team and why they're not shooting the ball, but yeah, ridiculous. So next guy.
The next guy, JJ Redick from the Clippers, 40 points, 9 ridiculous threes, 9 from 9 from the free throw line. And this is with Blake Griffin still out. So behind Chris Paul, there isn't really anybody else that's really going to shoot the ball in the starting lineup. So it's pretty much just a backcourt, giving them all the points. Even Jamal Crawford has made a little bit of noise with how many shots there is to go around.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy that he's doing it at such a high field goal percentage as well too. Like, the efficiency is nuts. And I mean, the points are there, but in terms of fantasy, he's not getting you many other stats. You're gonna get points, 3-pointers, the field goal percentage, the free throw percentage, which is pretty good still. Max, what do you have for the next couple of guys?
Dwight Howard did pretty well. He in 45 minutes, he has 36 points, 26 rebounds, which is a staggering number, but I mean, it's Dwight Howard, so he's always eligible. You're not going to be surprised if he grabs like 100 rebounds. But the most impressive stat is that he has 14 of 18 from 14 of 18 from the free throw line, and that's pretty good for someone who's been notoriously bad at free throws. But for the past, say, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish games, actually no, for the past 10 games, his free throw percentage has went up slightly. So we have a 77%, 66%, which is pretty bad, but it's pretty good for Dwight Howard. 60%, 50%, a 100%, 5 for 5, and then 37. That's pretty typical Dwight Howard. So yeah, like, I think in general his free throw percentage has went up, and he's stacking up your fantasy numbers. Unfortunately, despite his 36-point outburst, his numbers have been pretty pedestrian, other than a rebounding section for like the entire season, so to speak. He's got a couple of like 20+ games here and there, but then compared to when he was like a couple of seasons ago, or when he was still in his heydays in Orlando, that's kind of bad. There's always a rumor that he's gonna get traded, he's once out or whatever, but we'll see how it goes. Another guy who did pretty well is our boy Gordon Hayward. Did they play an overtime game on Martin Luther King Day? Because he played 48 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like it. Okay, well, so he's got 36 points, 50% from the field, 50% from 3-point, 100% on free throws, and 5 and 9 with 4 turnovers. So, I mean, it's a long game, so there's always going to be turnovers, but that's a pretty beast stat line. But Gordon Hayward has been averaging 20+ points, so 36 points is not that far out of the question, but he's definitely getting a lot better and a lot more comfortable compared to like last season and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty solid stat line.
Yeah, like I've always.
And
said
he's like
that-
he's not just scoring either. He's scoring efficiently, but he's also distributing the ball really well, and he's also rebounding as well.
Yeah.
So
like,
yep. Oh, he has 1 block, 2 steals.
Like in
It's
the
not
way
bad.
that he
Quick note
plays.
though.
Well,
A
right?
quick note. Dwight Howard is hurt though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he-
So yeah, actually, the most recent game he didn't play. He had like 1 minute, one field goal attempt, and then he was out.
I think that Martin Luther King Day game really took everything out of him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gordon
He gave
Hayward.
it his all.
He's I always liked Gordon Hayward. I don't know, people. I think he's really underrated. It's just kind of like DeMar DeRozan. I think DeMar DeRozan is better than what people say he is because it's not empty points. Like they do score, but they also get like 5 rebounds, maybe 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and that's still pretty good for their position. And I think a lot of people overlook that. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And then Gordon Hayward also shoots 3-pointers, so that's even better.
Yeah, like as I always say, if a guard / forward goes 25-5,
Mhm.
then I'm pretty happy. So right now for the season, Gordon Hayward's like 20, 25-4. So that's pretty good.
The next guy, I don't even like talking about him. We don't really need to talk about him. We know he puts up numbers, okay? Like Stephen Curry, you know he puts up numbers. He's the #1 fantasy player in the game right now. He obviously had a good game on Martin Luther King Day, but who cares, okay? You guys know already. But I do have to give credit where credit is due, and he did have a triple double this week on Friday. 39 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds, 8 3-pointers. Shooting 58% from the field and 9 of 9 from free throws. So that's a pretty crazy lineup with only 2 turnovers. So that's pretty beast from Stephen Curry. And at the same time, you're not really surprised about that, are you?
No.
Alright, okay, so the next guy we have Dirk Nowitzki. It seems like he had a wild appearance, a wild sighting. We don't normally see this from Dirk Nowitzki anymore because he's played a smaller role in the game. Dirk Nowitzki's got 31 points, 11 rebounds, 3 3-pointers, and 12 for 13 from the field. That's not from the free throws. That's from the field on Martin Luther King Day. 92 from the field, which is ridiculous. Yeah, we don't see that kind of stuff from Dirk Nowitzki in terms of production, so that's pretty impressive if you have him. Let's see. Next guy we have Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry also played really well on Martin Luther King Day. 31 points, 8 assists, 7 3-pointers, 3 steals, and he also shot 77% from the field as well too. So that's really good for a guard, and especially taking so many free throws as well too. 3-pointers as well. And he did all of this in just 1 turnover. So that's really impressive. Yeah. So next guy, Randy.
We have Chris Paul. We talked about his buddy earlier, JJ Redick.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said before, with Blake Griffin out, they're really desperate for points. And it looks like it's going to be the Clippers' back point guards that are going to be providing all the scoring. High turnovers, but you're getting like 28 points, 12 assists, 6 rebounds, 6 steals, 5 threes. That's not bad considering the turnovers he's providing. So until Blake Griffin gets back and into game shape, you can expect more huge lines from Chris Paul.
Mm-hmm. And then other notables throughout the week, not necessarily on Martin Luther King Day, but some other players did play really well throughout the week. Max, you got the first guy?
Well, I'm not going to say he played well throughout the week because he's been doing this all season long. My boy Rondo, averaging a lot of assists, more than 11 assists. And yeah, so guy's averaging like 11 points throughout the week, but he's averaging also like 11-ish assists, more than 11 assists, and like more than 10 rebounds as well. He's like a triple-double machine. He's like Draymond Green. Or actually, I should say Draymond Green is like Steph. It's like Rajon Rondo. Actually, no, that's a terrible comparison because Rajon Rondo is like, he's such a passing threat, therefore he can get his points. And his arms are so freakishly long, he can get rebounds as well. And he's most dangerous when he grabs a rebound and runs down the court because he can find people.
Yeah,
he can find people where you can't expect him to find people.
Rondo in transition is super dangerous.
Most dangerous.
You want him on transition. And also he's also
not only in transition, but like
well
really,
too.
his defensive stats are really good. Yeah, just a crap ton of steals.
Also, I don't know if anybody noticed, but Rondo's been taking a lot of 3-pointers this year. Like, he's made quite a bunch of 3-point shots this year, and I like that he's added that to his game.
Yeah. His jump shot also looks more confident, and he's, like, going to it. People are giving him room. That's why he's nailing even the kind of the elbow-ish range 2-pointers. His jump shot always looked good. It just never went in, I guess. Just didn't have the confidence until recently.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and let's see who else. Devin Booker, Randy.
All right, so my boy, Devin Booker, I believe, I have in one of my teams. He says he's got something to prove. He gave 32 points, 6 threes. He followed that up with 24 points, 2 threes. He's also getting to the line. And with all the injuries in Phoenix, first with Bledsoe, now with Brandon Knight, he's going to get his shots. And he's shown the coach that he can get it done. So he's probably going to get a little more rain. Even when Knight gets back. Right now he's averaging 14 shots per game. That's the only person shooting more than him is Brandon Knight. And even Brandon Knight's going to get help, so he's going to get his shots. The front court has been pretty decimated. So much like the Clippers, it's going to be the back guard that's going to put up all the points.
All right, next guy, Elfrid Payton from the Orlando Magic. So he's finally back from his injury. I think luck is on his side because Oladipo was playing really well while Payton was out. And I thought that was going to hurt Payton's value on his return. But just as Elfrid Payton comes back, Oladipo goes down with injury as well too. So he ends up logging 41 minutes, and in those 41 minutes in the game, he gets 21 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Like, what the hell? I didn't expect that at all coming back from an injury, but I guess he got lucky with Oladipo going down with the injury. And it's really going to be interesting in how they play with their backcourt with Fournier, Oladipo, and Payton all playing extremely well right now. Which brings us to Max with Oladipo.
Yeah, Oladipo has been on a tear. He was pretty crappy earlier this season, but now he's kind of picked up his rookie year, second year kind of production. With that said, okay, so he's by the looks of it, since kind of in January, despite his like couple of games out, he's averaging more like 20 points a game, 20-something points a game. And he's getting good rebounds, not a little bit of assists, but he's like doing good on rebounds, and his 3-point percentage is pretty good too. He's shooting better than 50%. His turnover is an issue, but I guess for him, turnover has always been an issue. But yeah, his assist number is good, so like on paper it looks pretty good. He's shooting better than 50% from 3 and shooting better from 50% from the field as well, averaging around. He doesn't get to the line that often, but when he does, he's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
Orlando looks pretty good right now because like they have like a lot of options. Maybe it's one of them is going to be in the trading block, or they're just going to figure out how to play them all together.
And I mentioned how Payton got lucky that Oladipo got injured, and then Oladipo comes back and he also scores 29 points with 5 3-pointers after he comes back. Like, what the fuck? Where are these guys pulling these numbers from once they come back from injury? Like, I don't know, weird as hell.
They're well rested, so they're here to drop points.
Yeah.
So the next guy, we got some good news. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is back for Charlotte.
Yeah.
He's
How's
clear
his
for
jump shot
practice. Haven't had a chance to look at his jump shot. But he was never known to have a good-looking jump shot.
It hurts my back just to imitate his jump shot.
They're targeting for him to come back post All-Star break. And I picked him up in one of my leagues because there's an IR slot. And I looked at his stats from the end of the year last year. He was giving like 11 points, 8 rebounds, a couple blocks and steals here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's not going to be a huge difference maker, but if he shows even small progress from last year, he could maybe give you maybe 13, 14 points, a bunch of rebounds. He's not going to give you any threes, but he'll give you the defensive hustle stats while shooting probably a decent percentage from the field.
Do you think
I'm intrigued.
Do you think he's gonna hurt Batum's value at all, or do you think they can play alongside each other?
I think there's a chance for them to play beside each other because I think Charlotte likes to go small.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I kind of feel like Al Jefferson's probably gonna get traded too. And then you have Cody Zeller and Frank Kaminsky. And I think they're probably just going to roll with one of them at a time, and they're probably going to go small.
Mm-hmm. And how about Jeremy Lin though? Jeremy Lin sanity, man! I'm telling you, this is a great team for him to be on. It's pretty solid. We have from our Toronto Raptors, DeMar DeRozan. He has been playing like crazy these last 3 games. 30 points per game, 25 field goal attempts per game, which is quite a lot. He's also getting 4 rebounds per game, 5 assists per game, and that's all within the last 3 games. Like he's really pushing to get that All-Star spot. Like obviously he didn't make it into the starting lineup, but he can get a coach's decision still, right? So I do hope he gets in. Good luck to DeMar DeRozan.
You know who did? My boy Kobe made it.
How did Kobe make it, man? Come on, fans.
My boy Kobe.
You guys are putting like Allen Iverson in the All-Star game and stuff like that. Like,
Oh yeah.
guys, it's so dumb.
Respect the Black Mamba.
You can
Lifetime Achievement Award right there.
I think now that we're on the topic of All-Star game, I feel like someone's really gonna get shafted in the East.
Exactly.
In
the East.
Because I think even the wild card slots is gonna be guards. Because what you have, Kyrie probably not gonna make the All-Star game, and then you have Wall, Butler, and DeRozan, and that's like 2 guard slots plus a wild card already.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like a bunch of forwards, and I think Drummond is gonna get shafted.
Oh man.
Well, the last couple of years, no bigs really made it that are impressive.
Right.
A lot of bigs got shafted.
I think Drummond deserves
Like
to
Al
be
Horford?
Drummond? I don't think Al Horford deserves to be an All-Star. I think Drummond
Not
does.
this year, but last season definitely.
Drummond is definitely
But he's like a
impressive.
power forward anyways.
Maybe
Power forward
Paul
playing
Millsap?
center.
Millsap's been playing
maybe
good.
Paul.
Millsap deserves it.
Atlanta's been quiet, so you don't hear about them enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, moving on. A lot of records are being broken this week as well too. Very impressive records. Max, you want to start?
James Harden did his best try to put the team on his back on January 20th. 33 points, 17 boards, and 14 assists. And 6 turnovers and a loss. 5 fouls. Almost fouled out. He probably, he didn't foul, but he played 36 minutes too. That's pretty good. And I don't know what type of record is it. Is it like the record for 33 points, 17 boards, and 14 assists?
I think it's the most. Yeah, nobody has done that since Wilt Chamberlain in 1968. 33 points, 17 rebounds, and 14 assists. So that's pretty crazy. That's how many years is that? Almost 50 years.
Yeah. I think James Harden is quietly a triple-double threat every night.
He is.
I think, I guarantee if Houston as a team is shooting better, he would at least average a double-double. Double-double in assists.
And
Yeah.
the only thing that really hurts him is that if you're playing in 9-cat leagues, he does have a lot of turnovers. If you're playing in 8-cat dude,
I'm
he's solid.
confident he probably leads the league in turnovers. Because every game he's averaging like 5+. So
with the stats he's putting up, he's pretty much two players. So I don't mind the turnovers that much.
Yeah, and I swear, like when I watch him play, his turnovers are basically he's trying to draw a foul and they're not calling him for a foul, and he just chucks up a bad shot or just gets stolen or something, or goes like, and then the ball goes away. It's a steal.
He's like one of the kings of drawing fouls. So like, what can you do, right? Him and DeRozan.
Oh, he got dethroned. He got dethroned. Jimmy Butler has a higher foul drawing percentage now.
Oh shit. So Jimmy Butler,
DeRozan's third.
James Harden, and DeRozan.
Yep. They're not fun to watch, but good for fantasy. Good for wins. So yeah.
Okay, so
you don't mind turnovers.
Next I got is Karl-Anthony Towns out of Minnesota. 27 points, 17 rebounds, 6 blocks, while shooting over 60%. Youngest player to ever record more than 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 blocks in a game. He's huge right now. Minnesota is awful. They're playing for ping pong balls. He's going to have growing pains because he's still young. He's going to have stretches where he plays badly. But with Minnesota playing for ping pong balls, he's going to get a lot of room to grow and do whatever he wants. The team is pretty much his.
Having KG yell into your ear doesn't make things easier either.
But you know what?
KG's done.
They say that like KG is the best possible teammate you can ever have, and the worst possible opponent. So I think it's great that he's playing with KD, even though KG is being really hard on him. It's for the
it'll
better,
pay off
right?
in the future.
Yeah, and I'm
it'll definitely pay off in the future.
I'm pretty sure Kat understands that as well too.
Yeah.
Next guy, we kind of talked about him just earlier about the All-Star game as well too. Andre Drummond, I think he's one of the top big men in the league right now. He's averaging a crazy number of points, rebounds, blocks. He also gets steals. Surprisingly, his field goal percentage is pretty shit, and of course his free throw percentage is probably league worst too. Which brings us to the record he broke. He had a record 23 misses from the free throw line in a winning game. An NBA record of 28 free throw attempts in the second half of a game. Just to give you some sort of a comparison, Stephen Curry has only missed 22 free throws all year long. This guy missed 23 in one game. Like, this guy needs to do something about this. Like, how can you be so bad at free throws? I don't understand. They're like, he's getting worse every year.
The hacking strat is pretty ugly to watch, but then I'm under the bandwagon where it's like, as a professional, you have to work on this. I mean, like, don't blame the fact that, I'm a big man, I don't need to shoot free throws, or like, my hands are too big, I can't shoot free throws. Look at all the 7-footers that have gigantic hands, and they hit free throws at least at like a 60-70%. Like, look at Valanciunas, he's a pretty good free throw shooter. Look at like Bargnani. There's like no excuses.
There has been some talks in the NBA about potentially changing the hack-a-shack rule and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's gonna happen because, again, this is a game of statistics and everything, right? You can't change the entire game because there's like 5 guys in the league that can't shoot a free throw. Like, that's on you. You need to get better at.
I think there's 4 guys. There are 4 guys that are like the worst.
Right.
Drummond, DeAndre Jordan.
Even Whiteside is not that.
Hassan Whiteside.
Yeah.
Bogut. Okay, but Bogut
Dwight
is pretty
Howard.
bad, but it's
Dwight Howard.
Shooting better now. Shooting better now.
Yeah, he's improving.
I remember they
which is
used
great.
to hack Bogut.
And that's the thing, like, Dwight Howard is actually putting in work to making it better. Like he's getting shooting coaches and everything like that. So
He's been doing that for like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Still shooting 60%.
but that's better than the 50% he was shooting before, right?
Yeah. Dwight Howard is doing like 50%, but now he's anywhere between 60 to 80, which I'll take any day for Dwight Howard.
Uh-huh. And like even though I have like DeMar DeRozan on one of my teams and stuff like that, he can't carry me out of Drummond's free throw percent shooting. Like, Andre Drummond lost me the week in free throws by himself. And I have him on both of my teams. I have him on two of my teams. But
Speaking of Drummond, there's always the talk. You know how when we first drafted Terrence Ross, we called him Coin Toss Ross because we had to flip a coin with Golden State to see who took Harrison Barnes, and Golden State took Harrison Barnes. And then we had the decision to pick Drummond, but we just drafted Valanciunas, so we actually picked Terrence Ross. And every now and then there's a conversation about if Terrence Ross is better than Andre Drummond. It's Drummond. He's definitely better than Terrence Ross right now.
Way better. Like, yeah, he'll
Way
hurt
better.
us in free throws, but he does so much.
Yeah.
You gotta draft. You gotta draft a position. You don't want to be like
True.
Philadelphia that keeps drafting centers.
Or
Like
Sacramento.
3 centers
that
in,
keeps-
we need more.
Or Sacramento
Can
that
always,
keeps
like-
drafting shooting guards.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, if Timberwolves just keep drafting point guards.
Yeah.
John Flynn.
Where is that guy now?
He's
in
China somewhere.
China. He's probably in China.
Okay, so moving on to the next segment, the Greg Oden Clinic, the GOC. We're going to talk about some guys that are injured, or maybe even coming back from injury. So, first guy.
Screw him. He's done. Eric Gordon, broken finger, 4 to 6 weeks. Since New Orleans is pooping the bed, they might just like shut everything down, and just tank. Their season went completely south. They had a lot of expectations going in because Anthony Davis really had a breakout season last season. But with a combination of injuries, Drew Holiday not playing too well, and Anthony Davis not playing too well either, New Orleans doesn't look good at all. There's always a talk that they're gonna trade. Ryan Anderson's currently on New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're just gonna not a fire sale, but they're probably going to reconsider Tyreek Evans and Drew Holiday, Eric Gordon, and all the other players. Because right now, honestly, in my perspective, New Orleans' only untouchable one is Anthony Davis. And if you have to rebuild from the ground up, you have to rebuild from the ground up. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if everyone gets shut down in New Orleans and they're just tanking, fighting with Lakers and Sixers for the ping pong balls.
Mm-hmm.
But quick comment: the West has been really, really bad this year.
Yes.
They're actually just 4 wins out of the 8th spot. Sacramento has 20 wins. They have 16.
Get swept by Golden State.
Wait, maybe they want to get swept by Golden State. Sell tickets.
Yeah, that's true. Another thing is, I think with Anthony Davis, part of his contract is you either have to be an All-Star game starter or you have to make it into the All-NBA first or second team or something like that. If he doesn't do it, he loses out on a couple $1 million.
What the hell?
But I don't.
So,
his agent would flip shit if you shut him down, so he can't get his performance bonuses.
Yeah, that's true.
The union's gonna sue the shit out of the NBA. It's like, you play him.
Yeah.
He's healthy.
Yeah, so, okay, well, yeah, I don't think they're going to shut Davis down, but, other people, maybe. Tanking is a front office strategy. You think they shut everyone else down?
I think a lot of people are going to get traded out, like you say.
Yeah.
So
Eric Gordon, I was pretty high on him. When he was still in the Clippers and he was doing really well with Blake Griffin, I was actually really high on Eric Gordon. I was kind of sad they traded him away from Clippers. But then I always kind of liked him. I was happy when he came back from injury. I was happy he was playing with Anthony Davis and Tyreek Evans. But then he just hasn't been good. He's been injured way too often.
I've been the complete opposite. I've never liked Eric Gordon, even when he was scoring 20 points a game and stuff like that. I always felt like he was overrated, but
A little bit.
yes, but I don't know. He got his money. If he can't stay healthy, so what are you gonna do, right? But the next team, the entire team of injured players, and when it comes to teams of injured players, we have our resident master of injuries, Randy. So talk to us about this team.
How many
So
players do
it's
you own on
Phoenix.
this list?
No, I actually don't own any. I owned Televic, and then he instantly got hurt the second I picked him up. So I also have Bledsoe, and he went out. I actually had Tyson Chandler on this team before, but I dropped him already. So Phoenix has not done very well for me lately. But Markieff Morris, he's in the doghouse. When he's not in the doghouse, he's day-to-day with a shoulder injury. Mirza Telekovic, ankle day-to-day. He actually kind of came back to play, I think, yesterday. He got 6 points. So it's good to see he's back, but I don't think I'm going to pick him up again. We have John Leward. He's also day-to-day back. And then with the front court being really thin, Tyson Chandler and Alex Len actually went off. Tyson Chandler got like 20-something rebounds.
Yeah, both
Even
of them.
Alex Len got like 10-plus rebounds. So it's a funny situation in Phoenix. First, the backcourt gets obliterated. Now the front court is obliterated as well. So if you can drop a healthy body from Phoenix, you'll roll him and hope that he stays healthy. Surprisingly, PG Tucker's been healthy. TJ Warren's been healthy, and like they've done absolutely nothing for Phoenix. But all the players that are injured are putting up huge stats.
Shut them all down.
So next guy we have is Nicholas Batum. I really like this guy. I've always liked him. He's a poor man's Kevin Durant. He's out with a toe sprain, which is really, really annoying. He was already out for a bunch of games a little while ago, and now it's come back to bother him. For such a productive player, it's really annoying to see him not play because of a toe injury. But I guess like you need your toes to run and like cut and everything, right? So it is what it is. But hopefully he comes back and keeps putting up numbers. I hope that MKG doesn't really affect him as well too. But we won't know until after the All-Star break. Currently, he's putting up really good numbers for the year. 15 points per game, 5.4 assists per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, and also shooting two 3-pointers per game. He's also the second offensive option on the team behind Kemba Walker. So, I mean, he's pretty solid. Really good value for what he is and everything like that. So, yeah, hopefully he comes back from his toe injury so I can put him back.
I hope he doesn't. No, I'm waiting for MKG to come back. Your guy's gonna get hurt. I'm gonna do my best to get him hurt.
I had him in injury reserve for quite a while, and I just dropped him. I was like, I'm done waiting on this scrub.
Yo, MKG, I'm betting on MKG. I'm gonna replace Batum. Batum's I feel like he's gonna get shut down. I'm feeling it. He's gonna get surgery to fix his foot or something.
He's not that good that he's gonna get shut down.
No, he's gonna get shut down to heal up for next season.
If anything, they'll shut down Kemba Walker.
Why? He's not hurt. He's fucking on fire.
That's the one winning them games.
They're gonna keep him from getting hurt.
No, you gotta sell tickets, bro. Without him, nobody's gonna come and watch any games.
No, all the Asians are gonna watch Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin?
You need Jeremy Lin for the tickets, but Jeremy Lin's not gonna get you wins.
He's gonna average 14 points, and people are gonna be like, "I'm not watching this no more."
Are there any Asian kids in Charlotte?
I doubt it.
I think it's all white people.
It's not a lot of Asian. Yeah.
Tell me if you guys are from Charlotte. Let me know how many Asians there are there. You might know the only one.
So, the next guy we got, Blake Griffin. He's coming back from a quad injury. He should be ready to go week 14 of fantasy. He has 4 games that week. And the teams he's facing, you got Indiana, the Lakers, and Chicago. Their front courts aren't the most amazing, but they still have some decent defense in Indiana and Chicago. Mm-hmm. But I would take a chance and start him if your team isn't very deep, because we all know what he can do. He can give you assists, he can give you points, he can give you rebounds on some decent percentages. Clippers are desperate for offense from their front court. We talked about how their backcourt has been carrying them, and in some games it hasn't been enough. DeAndre Jordan doesn't do enough outside of dunking. Mm-hmm. So take a chance. I'd start him.
Yeah, I would definitely start him as well too. They need that front court offense. So, and they just traded away Josh Smith too. So they're really depleted there.
Oh, it's Lance Stevenson's time to step up.
I honestly think he's gonna get traded too. He can't even start.
I don't even know why.
He's a young player playing behind Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
What a
I don't think he's got a single minute.
I just never thought Doc Rivers would put up with Lance Stevenson. Like, I don't even know why GM Doc traded for Lance Stevenson and Josh Smith, because Doc is always I don't know, he's like always had to play. He was always in charge of really smart players like KG, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and Rondo. They're all like geniuses. They have like really high basketball IQ. Then you have Josh Smith, and then you have Lance Stevenson. They're head case on the court and off the court.
I think it was the fact that he is Doc Rivers. I think he was commanding respect from the players. So,
Yeah.
But that didn't work out.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, next guy. We talked about him a little
Dwight
bit already as
Howard.
well too. Yeah, Max, go ahead.
He's always kind of injury prone. Even when he's not injury prone, he's like he gets Dwight Howard has been playing a lot better as of late. But he's always capable of that. But if you take a step back and look at his season in total, Houston's been doing pretty poorly, and Dwight Howard has been not the usual Dwight Howard, or not the Dwight Howard we're accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go as far as to say like drop him, but like maybe trade him, because like he's probably gonna be like in and out all the time. So I really don't know. I mean, he was a really good player, but he was an idiot.
Yeah, and I think Clint Capella's been playing pretty well too, so they may
that too.
Howard rest up. And also they just got Josh Smith. So and Josh Smith did play fairly well when he was in Houston, not as good as when he was in Atlanta, but like obviously he can only
Josh Smith is gonna continue playing well until he starts taking threes and long twos.
he can only get better from when he was on the Clippers. So
Yeah.
Next team, we have another team full of injuries. I'll take over this one though. This team has 8 injuries on their roster currently. 4 of the Heat starters, the Miami Heat starters, are questionable for Monday's game. Wade, he has a shoulder injury, questionable. I actually think he's gonna play on Monday, just because the team is so damn depleted, and I don't think it's that bad. He's gonna have to sit out. Hassan Whiteside with obliques. So I guess maybe that may be hard for him to post up or run up and down the court. It might hurt a bit, but there's a chance he's gonna play too. But I don't think Whiteside will play at least the Monday's game. That's all speculation though. Goran Dragic, the Dragon, is definitely not playing with a calf injury. He's been out for quite some time now, and hopefully he does come back because he was just starting to get good again. And Luol Deng with an eye injury, so I doubt he's gonna play until that's better as well too. Not like he's gonna be relevant for fantasy anyways though.
Yeah.
If you have Chris Bosh though, he's healthy and he's definitely a must start. Put him in. He's gonna get you all the offensive points for sure, and maybe he'll be able to put up some good rebounding numbers and blocks as well too.
Hey, on a side note about Chris Bosh, I think Chris Bosh, contract and paycheck aside, I think right now Toronto needs Chris Bosh more than anything else. He's the perfect fit for what we need right now. Like right now. Not like the old CB4, like the current Miami shooting threes and playing pick and roll defense. Imagine if we had Chris Bosh instead of Scola or Patterson. That'd be like, that's gonna be pretty good.
What are the chances?
But you can only dream. It's because we're getting Durant. We're paying money for Durant instead.
Yeah. If Durant comes to Toronto, holy!
I would rather
It wouldn't matter. I would trade everybody away.
And plus, Chris Bosh's contract is so massive. I don't think
Yeah.
we can take that. Not after paying DeMar.
No, just gotta get rid of
Yeah,
a lot of
we're
people.
not going to take that.
You would have to send DeMar Carroll. You would have to send Scola, Patterson, Corey Joseph. You just got the entire team. Who cares?
I like Pat Patterson.
The next guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad.
If it's to get back someone amazing, I'd do it. And then just sign people to the minimum one, veterans minimum. The next guy we have is Otto Porter Jr. I'm high on him. He's in one of my teams.
I like him too.
Hip injury. He's been gone for the past 4 games now, and this is pissing me off quite a bit because he keeps getting injured midweek. He'd be 1 game in and he'd sit out the 3 other games.
Yeah.
And he's notorious for taking a long time to get going again. He's a huge headache. He's in a lineup. He's productive when he gets going again. He can easily average double-digit points, 7 rebounds. He'll give you steals and blocks, and he'll even give you 1 or 2 threes a game. But yeah, he's notoriously slow getting back healthy. He's been in a lineup too often for my taste.
I also have him in one of my leagues, and I agree 100%. He is a bit of a headache. He's been really consistent when he has been playing. In the long run, he's a great player to have on your team, but the most annoying thing is the fact that he does play like 1 game, then he injured for the rest of the week. It's like, shit, man. Can't you get injured on a Sunday or a Saturday so I know not to put you in? But yeah, that's pretty much it for this first segment of the Fantasy Basketball podcast. In our second half, we're going to talk about some more things that are less stat-oriented and more opinion-based and rumor-based and theory-based. So if you like that kind of stuff, stick around. Click on the link below down here. I'm going to leave one there. Click on it, and then you can watch the next video. All right, peace out for now, and
Cool.
Remember to click the thumbs up and hit subscribe. Peace.
Cool.
Peace.